Michigan City, LaGrange, everybody out there needs to be aware of this monster tornado that's coming up towards them right now. Once again, a tornado emergency. If you're just now waking up and you're trying to think of what you need to do, you got to put shoes on. Put clothes on that you wouldn't care to get wet. Clothes and shoes. There's a chance that your house could be damaged. You might have to evacuate your home after it's damaged with nails, broken glass, splintered wood. You might have to be out in a rain shower, exposed to the elements after the loss of your roof or something like that. Okay, so get ready. Do whatever you need to do to make that easier on you, and get the kids ready, get the pets ready on the leash, whatever you got to do, and then hunker down inside of the most interior room of your home with as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Bottom floor, helmet on. Kids have bicycle helmets, go grab them. You've got an old football helmet, go grab it. If you don't have that stuff, grab a mattress off the bed, grab some pillows, grab something soft to protect your head so flying debris or falling debris won't directly cause injury to you. So once again, I'm talking to people in Early Grove, Michigan City, LaGrange, 45, and the people in Benton, Marshall counties in Mississippi, and the Fayette and Hardeman counties in Tennessee. Mostly talking to Tennessee now because this is about to cross over into Tennessee from Mississippi. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, I haven't gotten an update from the Memphis radar in 5 minutes on all platforms. If it is in fact down, we need to continue estimating position as it approaches Grand Junction. We don't have knowledge of whether the tornado is as strong as it was, or is stronger now, or is even ongoing, so we need to treat this tornado emergency as one with, even if we're blind here without radar data. So we need to estimate the position of it now as accurately as we can.
All right, thank you, Andy. Yeah, it's been several minutes. It's 2:29. The last update for me came in at 23. So we're a little blind here, but let's assume that it's as big as it was back here and it's going in the same direction. Right? I would say that it's probably safe to say that it has crossed the line now into Tennessee. And it's getting closer to LaGrange, right? So the TWRA Wolf River firing range is about where that tornado could be right now. So let's make sure we get into our safe spots if we are near that, obviously. And then it's still going to go in the general direction of the Mineral Slough Boardwalk, the Wolf River Wildlife Management Area on its approach to LaGrange. We've got to get everybody in LaGrange underground or substantial shelter, whatever we can do. Bryce Shelton, Sarah, they're both in the general vicinity here, but I don't think that Sarah's crossed the path of this thing yet. There's no way. And then we have just a crazy view of this storm from Tennessee Valley Weather number 5. This is not our storm that we're watching right now. This is the storm in Tennessee, where there is still a tornado warning. It continues to be a PDS tornado warning, actually, for our storm coming up towards Linden. And actually, you know what? Like, we can't tell much by radar right now, but this image tells us a lot. I see a rotating base to that storm. There's probably there could be something making contact with the ground.
Yeah, we got some tornadoes coming my way. By the time I
tornado warned
get a couple hours,
tornado warned storm.
By the time I get a couple hours further north,
coming up towards Linden right now.
I'll be running into this
This is not our tornado emergency.
Group of storms.
Tornado warning up here in Hickman, Lewis, Perry, and Wayne counties in Tennessee. I think what we're looking at here is actually a tornado. It's hard to see, obviously, but daggone it, that doesn't look like one. And it would make sense where the camera is and where we're pointing to. Yeah, I think that's what we're dealing with here as it goes up towards Linden. So this is that PDS tornado.
Have a good night.
And there you go. There you have it. Another tornado potentially on the ground here.
Ironically, I have no place to fucking take a nap inside this van.
Tornado warning. can, weather spotters have.
There's like no room in the
tornado
back.
several times with this. I think we just have a bird's eye view of it here as it goes on.
These seats don't fucking go back because of this cage, so I can't even get comfortable in the front seat.
All right, back to the tornado emergency. Still no updates. We have really lost Memphis. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, Ryan, I'm tracking this from the Columbus, Mississippi radar.
Sorry, gas is almost full.
Of the
$60 a pop.
approaches LaGrange and Grand Junction to the scenes. They have approximately 6 to 7 minutes. Those two counts to get into shelter to be safe. Hopefully, if they have just go through all the precautionary actions we should take again.
All right, thank you, Andy. This is unbelievable. This is a terrible time to lose that radar in Memphis. But yeah, here we go. This is coming into the range. You know the fine details here.
All right.
Let's assume
Let's keep
the
it
worst,
moving.
because that's probably what's happening here as it comes up into the range. The range is not a huge town, so that's actually a good thing. That means it's going to be easy, right? There is plenty of stuff over here, structures in the past. So if you're anywhere near LaGrange, including as far west as over here near the community of 45, you can be there. Okay, this is not something that you're going to be able to deal with above ground or outside. You're going to be in that lowest floor in a
How do I get out of here?
brick, well-built building. Many walls between you and the outside world as possible. A basement would be great. Otherwise, a closet or pantry, something without glass. That's what you want to be in. And then this is once again going to be anywhere between the Grit Sports Academy all the way over towards Woodlawn Plantation. It's going to cross Highway 57 here momentarily, potentially right through the center of LaGrange. If not, though, it could be anywhere between On the Move all the way over Woodlawn Plantation. Then it's going to continue to parallel up Highway 18, potentially into the greater Grand Junction area, and then between Center Point and Van Buren.
I gotta replace these windshield wipers on this, man. These things are
across here, maybe near Harlan Cemetery. And then
I couldn't
towards
see
Center
anything.
Point Baptist Church, and then as it approaches Van Buren,
When it started raining on the highway, I couldn't see shit.
So once again, no huge thing. The biggest thing in the way here is LaGrange. Let's really help LaGrange get spared here, because once again, there's another period of time where it's going to have some space. You know what I'm saying? To get jumping. And then the next area that we've got.
It's all foggy out now, dude.
The greater Bolivar area and Hebron.
I think this
If this goes that far, you guys aren't under a warning right now, but I'm thinking ahead of time. This thing looks like it can go long. It looks like it can be a long track tornado. So just in case, we need to start thinking about that. Van Buren, Bolivar, Sugar Hill, Hebron, in the Grand Valley Lakes area here to the east of Van Buren.
That's cool. Tornadoes was on my trip back. Bingo card.
LaGrange is potentially taking a direct hit right now. From this tornado.
It'd be a pain in the ass merging into traffic.
So that's what's happening here. Grand Junction. Whenever I say LaGrange, we're also talking about the greater Grand Junction area. It's larger. So anybody between LaGrange and Grand Junction, it's sheltered here. Anywhere between the LaGrange north of LaGrange. So once again, anywhere from 45 all the way over to Salisbury. Salisbury. It's the in their safe spots, and then as far northeast as in a center point in Van Buren. All right, we've got higher resolution data now. This is going, right here between Grand Junction and LaGrange. We've got to make sure that everybody. Honestly, there's nothing we can do now. Like this is happening. This is going through Grand Junction and LaGrange right now. Now we've got to make sure that we're continuing to get the message out there to Van Buren and points north and east, just in case this thing continues any farther down the road. And it looks like it's going to try to. Back up to our PDS tornado warning in Tennessee. Still believe we have a tornado down here approaching Linden. Okay, Linden, this is a dangerous storm. Extremely dangerous storm, actually, coming right towards you. We had a good view of the, I think what was actually the tornado with the Tennessee Valley weather camera there to your west, or to your south, sorry. But now it's kind of left the view, but I'm just going to assume that this is still out there. I don't know if we're already watching this one, Tanner, but I'm suggesting another one. This one's in the path of that Tennessee tornado. PDS tornado warning, by the way, goes on for another 5 minutes. We'll see. I think they're going to reissue this warning for Linden. I think Linden, you need to stay in your safe spots. Pleasantville is potential tornadoes coming into Linden here soon. You got to get you in your shelters. We no longer have a PDS. We no longer have a tornado emergency with our storm that's going through LaGrange and Grand Junction right now. And we're also seemingly back to getting delayed radar updates from Memphis, 5 minutes behind here. But it seems like the biggest part of the rotation is now moved off to the east and northeast of LaGrange. Let's assume that anyways. Now we're waiting on reports. Sorry, Tanner. Heads up, Tanner. Turn that. Do you know how to turn that down?
A new PDS tornado warning has been issued.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. All right, so a new PDS tornado warning has been issued. We've got a video here from Selma that I want to show. This is just to kind of keep you updated and give you an idea of what kind of tornadoes we're dealing with.
Oh, I can't see shit.
Jenny Borden sent this. I believe they were listening to our story. Gosh, y'all. Another couple new tornado warnings we need to go fly to real quick. Up here in Kentucky, Georgetown. I'm sorry, this is Ohio, sorry. Georgetown is under a tornado warning, and wait a second, is that what? It's hard to tell what we're looking at here, but I think that was that's our big tornado that we had down there in Selma. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, as we watch the second town get essentially hit dead on here in Tennessee, there's nothing we can do now, but except for
that's right around where I'm at right now. Like in the direction that that's moving towards.
Undoubtedly,
A new
Near
PDS
Tennessee.
has been
especially
issued.
some of these towns in Tennessee that were just directly impacted.
So I'm up in the mountains right now.
Just make sure you guys are thinking about the Yellow Squad if you're able.
That's why I can't fucking see.
To make a contribution to these towns. I'm almost positive we will be, delivering aid there.
future. I don't know how long this will take, but yeah, the Y'all Squad will be showing up here. So yeah, keep that in mind. For now, let's relay this newest PDS tornado warning. This is this is not stopping. I mean, this thing is still going. We got a PDS tornado warning that goes into Selmer again. Selmer, Tennessee is under another PDS tornado warning. Bethel Springs and areas to the west. We're talking about Van Buren. We're talking about Hornsby. We're talking about Masseyville, Bethel Springs, and Selmer. Chester, Fayette, Hardeman, and the McNairy counties in Tennessee are in the danger zone here. This thing's still rotating like a top, and it's gonna. If it's not still producing a tornado right now, which we believe that it is, it can very quickly produce a new one as it goes on up to the north and east. So, yeah, definitely a big time major tornado going on here, and we just got to keep watching it as it goes off from multiple different radar sites because I'm having trouble with the Memphis one still. Yeah, Van Buren, Middleton, Hornsby, get ready to take shelter now. Most immediately, Van Buren and Roger Springs. That's where we're most concerned about what's going on. I do want to go back and check in on the PDS tornado warning for Hickman, Lewis, and Perry counties in Tennessee. Linden, I hate the daggone radar holes, but there could be a tornado impacting the Bethel and Linden areas of Tennessee right now. So hopefully everybody got that message. We've been talking about Linden and Bethel. Now we're talking about Pleasantville. All right. If this continues to be a big tornado as it goes off to the north and east, it's going to go to Pleasantville. Pleasantville Tower is that camera that we have up. Yeah, we got the Pleasantville Tower camera up. Access has cams. Number 2 looks like that one might be down, but we've got several different ways to see this. Centerville is one of them. I suggest that one as well. So once again, it looks like Linden might be getting hit by a tornado right now. Pleasantville, you got to take shelter. Beardstown, Beaver Dam Springs, Whitfield, and Centerville. Please take shelter if you haven't already. By the way, guys, we've got one other tornado warning. I really want to quickly go look at this, and because we're spending all of our time down here in Tennessee because that's where all of the tornado warnings are. There's one other one that's going to be up here for Coshocton and Tuscarawas County in Ohio. That's going to go on for 29 minutes. Get in your safe spot, stay there for 29 minutes. You should be fine. Andy, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that the new PDS warning that just went through Grand Junction includes Selmer in Tennessee here in McNairy County, so it's likely that all of the emergency management responses in Selmer are going to be halted as this warning includes them and it is PDS variety. So we should also focus on relaying information to any emergency management crews who might be listening in the area of McNairy County or are on the way so that we can get exact pathing for them as they focus on their work to make sure that the citizens are cared for in that town.
All right, thank you, Amy. Yeah, we gotta spread the word there. I got a live camera in downtown Linden, and it's the craziest thing. It's like nothing's even happening there. That's another thing. It's a very telling of how off our view of the radar might be as far as like the exact placement of that couplet. But we're very close to Linden getting impacted by the storm. So keep that in mind as Chestnut Grove and Pleasantville. As you guys are also in the path here, we're going to keep an eye on that Linden area. Yeah, keep that in mind. Whitfield, Buffalo, and Centerville, you guys are in the path as well. Let's go over here to Chester, Fayette, and Hardeman counties. This is where we continue to have that PDS tornado warning for Selmer. Once again, Rose Creek, Woodville, Pine Top, and Palestine. We've got Bolivar camera here, as the storm is coming up towards the areas just east of Bolivar. Big time debris signature still on this storm down here. Let's check it out. Let's see exactly where this is. It's over a bunch of nothing right now. Tornado is near the Spring Creek Cemetery. It's about to cross Van Buren Road. All right, and then it's going to go up towards Grand Valley Lakes.
A new tornado warning has been
So, honestly, nothing. There's not a lot of stuff between where it is right now and probably Hornsby. Actually, I take that back. The S&S Country Store. The S&S Country Store is in the path of this storm on Highway 125 there. If it gets past that, it's going to go up towards Hornsby. So get ready in Hornsby. You guys are in a very dangerous spot here. Okay, looks like we're starting to see some stuff in Linden. This is this is a very dangerous spot to be in here in Linden. Hopefully everybody's in their safe spots. We also could very easily have a near miss happening here. That's what we can hope for in Linden. But somebody around Linden just got hit by a tornado. I'm almost certain of it. We've got crazy velocity signature over here. PDS tornado warning. And next in line, we're talking about potentially Beardstown, Whitfield, and Goodrich. So this definitely, Hickman, Lewis, Perry counties in Tennessee, very dangerous situation that you're in right now. Storm down here near Van Buren just keeps looking more and more intense. Let's go ahead and put the camera. Let's put either access 2 or Tennessee Valley Weather number 5 and 1, and then we'll keep an eye on those that Linden camera as well. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, there's a non-zero chance that we see a sort of hybrid spin-up tornado and supercellular tornado approaching Nashville from the west. We got a little bit of some velocity coming together, and you can see that structure of the hook extending down there east of Kingston Springs. Non-zero chance that comes together. There's better hook here, and prompts a tornado warning for Davidson County and much of the Nashville metro, especially downtown and areas just north of I-65 and 24 Junction.
Thank you, Andy. Nashville, y'all watch out. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning in Nashville now, but there's also a rotating part of the storm on the northwest side of Bellevue, coming up into southwest Nashville. So Nashville, you might get a tornado warning here soon, specifically for Richland, Cockrell, Bend. And there's Andy's yellow watch. You can see the ball down there. It includes all of Nashville. Get ready to get to shelter. We've got medium confidence that we're going to get a tornado warning here at some point for you. Get into that. Get ready to get into the lowest, most interior floor and most interior room. As many walls between you and the outside world as possible. No warning yet for Nashville, but we think it might be coming. I'll watch out. Additionally, there is a warning in Ohio we should inspect, as there was a new warning issued for Jackson, Ohio, Wellston. This is up here for the next 22 minutes. Stay in your safe spot. You should be fine. As the storm goes by, it's going to be a strong storm with damaging winds potentially, and a potential tornado. We'll get in that safe spot, and for about 22 minutes, and I think we'll be fine up there in Ohio. We got to go back down to Tennessee. I mean, it feels like these things are moving in slow motion, or it's just we're getting infrequent radar updates or something here. But Hornsby, you guys are in the path of an extremely dangerous storm. So hopefully we've done a good job of getting the word out about this out here. Look, right now that tornado is somewhere near Lakeview Estates. And it could be right in the middle of it, and that would mean it's doing significant damage out here. This is what Lakeview Estates looks like, and we've called this out several times. Some houses all around this lake. Grand Valley Estates, I think is what it's called actually. Yeah, Grand Valley Lake and Grand Valley Estates. Hopefully that this didn't go right over this area, because we've got the BH Grill. Certainly we got a place where there's RVs and campers and stuff. The big time recreational lake area and residential lake area, it seems like tornado just went through. Ohio's got another tornado warning. This is Portsmouth again. Get ready out there in Adams and Scioto counties. This is Shawnee State Forest. Big time. Lost a couple that popped up there. Could be a tornado coming for you in Dry Run and West Portsmouth. Go ahead, Andy.
Ryan, notice on the Nashville bound storm looks much less conducive for a tornado warning. Hopefully it stays that way. The original area of concern has been essentially falling apart here. So still watching it, but not expecting a tornado warning at this point in Nashville.
All right, thank you, Andy. Nashville, y'all still, I would definitely still be on my toes and ready to go just in case, but there's certainly going to be a strong storm capable of producing 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch hail. What tornado are we seeing here? Is this a tornado? Like, you guys see that, right? Or is it... This is in Florence, Alabama. There's no way. Clifton, Tennessee. Like, if you pull that out and back in, like you pull that in the monitoring and then back in the output, does that fix the name? Oh, the one that I've got pulled up says Florence, Alabama, in slot number 2. We're seeing something here on these ASCAMs. We're trying to see if we've got a location bug with our naming system. Yeah, slot number 2. Send it to monitoring. Okay, that's Holdwell, Tennessee. Okay, so go ahead, Andy. Yeah, go ahead.
Ryan, looking at that same storm going Kimmins into Centerville from FWLX radar. I'm not the best at reading the correlation coefficient on this X-band, but I do see lowered values that sort of roughly correspond with lowered reflectivity, so I'm not 100% sure that we're scanning the tornado here west of Kimmins, but it's possible we could be. This is looking at the storm 600 feet aloft, so we would have a really good idea if that were a debris signature. Not 100% on that, but I'll keep you updated.
Okay. Thank you, Andy. We're seeing what we believe is the tornado here. We've got several cameras pointed at this thing. It does look like we can say that this is on the ground. But obviously it's hard to tell. Even, with all these cameras, it's really hard to tell exactly what we're looking at here at night with the rain and all that stuff. So I'm suggesting a few more cameras back there, just to keep an eye on all of them. But yeah, the reason why the cameras are important, y'all, is because we don't have a lot of radar coverage right now. So if we can see something through one of these cameras that'll help us tell the story, then yeah, that's definitely it. Holy smokes, yeah. Big time tornado here between Beaver Dam Springs, Pleasantville, coming up towards Centerville. By the way, this one, back room, this one's like right in the path. I know we can't see anything, but monitor it. Like that camera literally might be hit by the tornado at some point. Same thing for this one. That one we actually have a view of. Go ahead, Andy.
You're right. I hate to do this, but looking at Sladen, Mississippi, from the GWX radar, further up I see a cyclone, but something strong as a
A
cyclone.
new tornado warning.
Sladen, Mississippi, no tornado warning on it yet. This will pass west of Grand Junction near LaGrange, and in between LaGrange and Moscow, it does become tornadic. Got my eye on that and issue a watch for that.
Okay, thank you, Andy. They did just issue a severe thunderstorm warning for that. I believe it's the same storm with a tornado possible tag. So we're watching that as well. So we're going to keep an eye on this for you over here between Moscow and LaGrange. Let's move it up towards Hickory Valley. Get ready to take shelter as there might be a tornado warning here soon as well. And then we are continuing to be concerned about the tornadic circulation and the tornado that's going to the southeast of Bolivar, towards Hornsby and Masseyville and Bethel Springs. Again, Selmer, you're under this PDS tornado warning, so keep that in mind. And unfortunately, I don't know who's going to be able to be listening to me right now in Selmer. I don't know if they even know to listen. But if there's anybody that's listening to me right now that can get to Selmer and tell these people, that what's going on down there, that would be good. I really do hope that this is going to go farther west this time. We don't want to go too much off of hope. But Selmer, you are under that PDS tornado warning, and like Andy said earlier, there might be some delays in the response that would normally be coming out there. There is a new tornado warning in Kentucky. This is for Boyle, Casey, Girard, Lincoln, and Madison counties. We do have some rotation back here near Hudsonville and McKinney. This is moving towards Stanford and Berea. Berea, Kentucky, take shelter. We've got a potential tornado coming together here. Otherwise, a strong storm capable of producing straight line damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. Nashville, you're under that severe thunderstorm warning. Get ready for 60 mile per hour winds and 1-inch hail. And then this storm over here that's past Pleasantville is it's so eerie to watch. We know that it's out there, and we've got these little glimpses of it. Go ahead, Andy.
Ryan, adding some scientific basis to the analysis of the new Sladen, Mississippi storm. Looks like it would take a track almost identical to this last one that went through the Grand Junction area. Right now, it does not have low level rotation present. You can see from the Memphis radar, there's actually that outflow boundary in front of it. However, if you watch the storm progression, you can see that bottom hook beginning to swing forward toward that outflow boundary. If it catches up with that and starts to adjust it, that means warm air is reaching the storm at the surface, which is how we get a tornado. So watching the radar trip closely here while we still have good data a couple thousand feet above the surface. If that is the trend that it takes, then I would see one tornado warning. If it stays behind that outflow boundary that we can trace on radar, then it will not become a tornadic. Hopefully, a much lower chance of doing so. So right now, it is not quite tornadic. Upper levels show that it has the tendency to do it if it can clear that inflow right at the base of the storm.
So y'all watch out on the range. Michigan City, Salisbury.
That's good news.
We did just get a new tornado warning in Kentucky. Fleming, Montgomery, and Rowland counties. Decent area of rotation coming together right here between East Union and Sharpsburg. That's going to move up towards Tilton, Hillsboro, Poplar Plains, and Flemingsburg over the next several minutes. Stay in that safe space, that safe spot for the next 12 minutes at least.
Has been issued.
We'll let you know when it's time to come out. PDS tornado warning back here in Tennessee. This is they extended this all the way out into Dixon County, Hickman County, Maury County, and Williamson County in Tennessee. This is for Centerville now. Not only Little Springs, Bon Aqua Junction, Fairview, and Fernvale and Dotson. Dangerous storm with large tornadoes on the ground here, moving into Centerville. So take shelter and get ready. Now we have a PDS tornado warning for all of these places, and it's getting a little bit more populated. So now there's this one, unlike the other one, has plenty of stuff to hit. And if this stays on the ground, this one will do a significant amount of damage as it goes across these areas. At this very moment, it's in a pretty rural spot, but once it gets up there towards Centerville, there's going to be a continued path of homes and businesses for it to interact with on its approach to
A new tornado warning has been
Bon
issued.
Aqua Junction in Fernville. New tornado warning in Kentucky. This is going to be the rest of Bourbon County and Nicholas County. So Bath, Fleming, Montgomery, you guys are under a tornado warning. Get ready out there in Hillsborough, Tilton, and Flemingsburg, okay? Take shelter for 10 minutes. That's how long the warning lasts. We'll see if they expand that or extend it. But that's what we're dealing with right now. Take shelter. Berea, checking back in on you. Danville, just south of Danville, there's some rotation. There's some rotation near Stanford, moving over towards Berea. So take shelter. This is going to be for 40 minutes. We want you in your safe spot in Berea. Nothing confirmed. Nothing confirmed right now. What we know is we've got a strong line of storms with some very strong winds and a little bit of rotation here. Put those things together, that can easily lead to a tornado. So that's why we're telling you to have a heads up situation over here in Berea and take shelter. Additionally, now we have a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Lexington. So Lexington, you're another one of those places tonight that's going to get hit over and over again. Get ready for flash flooding. That's going to be a problem too soon. Go ahead, Andy.
Those considerable severe thunderstorm warnings should not be taken lightly. As an example, there is a report, I've never seen this before.
A new tornado warning has
There's a
been
report
issued.
on South Nashville, a person struck by lightning in Green Hills, in Tennessee there. So that is outside of all of the storms you can see. These storms can look out, lightning strikes on the ground around it, and great tendency to look to a very chance of where those storms are going to show up. I've never seen persons show up here to that's just to reiterate that staying inside during the thunderstorm is, of course, one of the most basic survival things that you can do in these situations. So tranquility.
We got a new tornado warning in Ohio, way up yonder into Coshocton, Guernsey, Harrison, Muskingum, and Tuscarawas County in Ohio. These counties over here on the eastern side of Ohio are some of the most uniquely named ones. But anyways, we do have a significant severe thunderstorm warning coming through with 60 mile per hour winds, maybe quarter-size hail. Now also we've got a potential tornado on the roster as well. So if you're in Kimballton, Birmingham, and Freeport in any of these counties in Ohio, take shelter now. Just to the south of that, for Albany and Athens, Ohio, we do have a tornado warning down here as well. We've got Athens, Gallia, Jackson, Negus, and Benton counties in the path of a dangerous storm that is capable of producing a tornado. Take shelter now in Athens, Ohio. Portsmouth, Ohio, your tornado warning expires in 7 minutes. Okay, so if you've made it this far, we've got 7 more minutes of this, and you can come out. Unfortunately, Portsmouth, I want to be very clear about something here. Portsmouth, Athens, actually probably more so Portsmouth, Lexington, back down towards Nashville. This is not going to end anytime soon for you guys. This is very slowly, coming to a screeching halt, this line. And I'm telling you, there's going to be a point here where this line that's going east across the Kentucky and Tennessee is going to literally stop, and then it's going to start going back, or a major flooding situation develops. So don't get too comfortable after these warnings are over. We are going to have several more storms tonight, and what might end up being the biggest problem for some of these communities is the dangerous flash flooding. So let's go back down to our PDS tornado warning in Chester, Hardeman, and McNairy counties in Tennessee. This is coming across Highway 64 right now, over towards Masseyville and at Bethel Springs. We still believe we've got a damaging tornado on the ground crossing Highway 64 near Hornsby right now. Please take shelter in Chester, Hardeman, and McNairy counties. Also, Andy's Y'all Watch here. We're continuing to watch LaGrange. Coming together yet enough to promote a tornado warning, but it's not going to take much here to get this to wrap up as it goes over Michigan City, over towards Salisbury. Up here farther to the north, Centerville. Centerville is going to be one of the more dangerous places to be right now, as it does look like Centerville might be trying to take a hit from a tornado. Here's Centerville, the camera.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Oh wow, yeah, we're gonna see that come right at us, ain't we? God, what a monster of a storm, y'all. And this, I think what we're looking at there, that's the base of the storm. That's the part where there's the tornado will be under there. That's gonna come right towards the camera here. So we're gonna be able to see the tornado if it's down, which we believe it is, as it comes into Centerville. That is a monster, y'all. So, yeah. So that's what's coming towards you out there in Centerville, Fairfield, Graytown, also Bonaqua Junction, Little Rock Mills, Grove, Tidewell, Daughtry Estates, and Fairview. Oh my gosh, you can see the town lights reflecting off of the massive wall cloud there. Unbelievably unsettling view there from the Centerville camera. I should point out that Nashville, you're one of these places that it's not going to stop tonight. Like the storms are coming through right now. You're going to have one more. This storm down here that's producing the images you see above my head is probably eventually going to impact the Nashville area. And then the one behind that is probably also going to impact the Nashville area. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's coming to a stop. This line is about to stop. And we're going to have several rounds of storms over here. Wow. So we're back up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tornado warnings.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
13. New tornado warning in Bath and Fleming counties in Kentucky. Flemingsburg, take shelter, Tilton, Poplar Plains, Wallingford. You're under that tornado warning now. I want to check in on our friends over here in Berea. This is for Buggytown, Kirksville, Berea, Big Hill, and Winston. We've got to have you guys in your safe spots over here. It is not necessarily as dire of a situation as what we're seeing back there in Tennessee, but out of all the warnings up here north of Tennessee, this one is the one that's catching my eye a little bit more than others, as we do have a very visible area of rotation that we can at least see here, and that is coming towards Berea. So hopefully everybody in Berea is in their safe spots. A new tornado warning was just issued in Mississippi and Tennessee, and that's for a storm that's coming back into LaGrange. That's for a storm that's coming back up into Salisbury and Van Buren, Middleton, get ready. It's trying to come together here right around Michigan City. So Grand Junction, you're under this tornado warning again. Salisbury, Van Buren, pretty much all these places that Andy was just talking about, back in the line of fire. Get to shelter. We've got some places that are damaged out here. Hopefully these people know, like in Grand Junction, even if we don't see the actual tornadic part of the storm go through Grand Junction and LaGrange, lemon-sized hail is about to fall in some of these areas that just got hit by a very strong tornado. That is obviously going to severely hurt the search and rescue operations that may or may not be going on right now out here. So unbelievably terrible situation unfolding for the people of Benton, Fayette, and Hardeman counties in Tennessee. Okay, go. All right. Parkersburg, West Virginia, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning now. Get ready for 70-mile-per-hour winds from Marietta down to Point Pleasant. This is working into West Virginia now. The northern part of this line is moving. I want to make that clear. The farther north you go on this line, we've actually got some speed on these storms, and they're not going to stall out quite in the same way as they are to the south. You see how fast these are moving to the east. We do have a tornado warning up here for Coshocton and Guernsey counties in Ohio for the next 15 minutes. But we have a much larger severe thunderstorm warning that goes all the way out to about Youngstown, all the way down towards Woodsfield. These storms are moving, and this line of damaging winds might make it all the way over to Pittsburgh tonight before trying to fall apart. In fact, we expected it to already be weaker than it is right now. So I have no doubt in my mind that it could potentially make it over there in Pittsburgh. But notice how when I come down here to Kentucky, right, and if I play the animation here, you can see that things aren't moving as far east, mostly because we've got these kind of forward and backward dips in the line. So, if you get hit by a storm right here, there's another one behind it. But get a storm coming into eastern Kentucky means that tornado circulations could be possible as the severe thunderstorm goes through. Tornado warning in Ohio. Man, these things are still spinning over here. This is not supposed to be happening. Benton, Rio Grande, Lakin, Middleport, Rutland, take shelter. We've got a tornado warning for Jackson, Gallia, Megas, and Mason counties. All right, back down to Middle Tennessee, Centerville. Our tower camera is still standing, as far as we can tell. So that's good news, I guess. But go ahead.
Has been issued.
Andy, sorry.
It's okay, Ryan. I just wanted to say that not everything is set in stone, of course. The tornado warnings up in the Pittsburgh National Weather Service office area are in less than 100 joules per kilogram of Cape, where we usually are looking for 2,000, 2,500, like our warnings down here on the Mississippi-Tennessee state line, and headed up towards the southwestern portion of Nashville metro. So, you have to look at more than one thing to be able to diagnose the potential of these events as they are ongoing, and actually say, hey, this can produce a tornado still, even though there are no thermodynamics supporting it, but rather it's purely driven by the dynamics of the system, which are the winds as they change with height and around the storm as they're influenced by the storm. So it's just another thing to add to the complexities of a forecast and why the work that the National Weather Service does is so important, and why we're able to, sort of demonstrate to you what exactly is going into these decisions, such that you take them seriously, since they're rooted in scientific basis. So hopefully that helps give you a much better respect for the sort of work that's going on into this presentation and the origin of our ability to do this presentation of the work of the National Weather Service.
Absolutely. Thank you, meteorologist Andy Hill. Come back down here to LaGrange and our tornado warning now, which is has radar indicated rotation. All right, so we don't know for sure if there's a tornado down with this, but we're going to assume that there might be. We just had the hail core with, once again, lemon-sized hail go over the tornado damage path, I believe, of the tornado that just went through here. Now that's going to move up towards Van Buren. We've got a rotating part of the storm up here northeast of Michigan City, moving up towards Salisbury. So everybody up there needs to take shelter. This storm up here near Bethel Springs is also radar indicated rotation now, so we don't any longer have a confirmed tornado with either of these storms here, but Masseyville's receiving lemon-sized hail as that moves off to the north. This warning, the one up here in Daughtry Estates, we need everybody over here in Dixon, Hickman, Maury, and Williamson counties in Tennessee to be sheltered still for the next 25 minutes. We got a significant storm still capable of doing significant damage here. They've just expanded our radar indicated tornado warning way out into Chester, Decatur, Hardeman, Hardin, Henderson, and McNairy counties in Tennessee. Masseyville, the storm that's back there towards Masseyville, is now going to move up towards Enville, Finger, Sweet Lips, Sardy, Cedar Grove, Liberty, and Decaturville and Perryville. On its trajectory, it's going to drop tennis ball sized hail, potentially a tornado, specifically in the near future near Bethel Springs, 40 Forks, Beauty Hill, and Leekwood. We've gotten a couple new tornado warnings. They keep happening here. We're filling the gap here south and east of Portsmouth. So now Franklin Furnace, you're included in that tornado warning up here between Portsmouth and Lawrence. And we've got a tornado warning popping out here for Estill, Jackson, Lee, and Rockcastle counties. So now this goes past Berea. So we've got a strong storm, rotating storm coming through Berea now. Get ready for those 60-mile-per-hour winds and hail in Berea. Also, make sure you're sheltered, as there is a chance that there's a tornado. Once that gets past you, we believe the tornado possibilities could continue into Irvine, Witt, Sand Gap, and Willow Shoals. Okay? Take shelter out there. Plumb up into southeast Ohio. We continue to have a tornado running for the next 8 minutes for Harrison and Tuscarawas counties in Ohio. Make sure you're in your safe spots, but hopefully they'll allow that one to expire. 8 minutes left on this tornado warning as well for Albany and Athens in Ohio. Hopefully they let that one expire too. And then we've got 23 minutes left on our tornado warning for Middleport over here along the border of Ohio and West Virginia. We've got 23 minutes left also on the Wortland, Ironton, Lawrence, Ohio tornado warning as well. That's really close to Ashland, Kentucky, and Ironton, Ohio, Huntington, West Virginia, that tri-state area. We've got a significant storm moving in here, but the tornadic part right now is up there closer to Ironton, Wortland, and Lawrence. Ashland, you guys have got many more storms on the way though, so it'll be your turn sooner rather than later. So that's what we've got going on. Let's check out Nashville again. Downtown Nashville, you're about to get another round. We had one round of hail and wind come through. Now on the northwest side, we're going to have another round of hail and wind come through over the next 22 minutes. We're talking about 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds.
New information. This
Nothing
tornado warning has been updated.
necessarily tornadic with these storms just yet, but we are continuing to watch this one as it comes up towards the greater Nashville area. That might cause some problems. All right, we got a new PES tornado warning. They went ahead and re-upgraded this as it looks like it's coming back together here near Bethel Springs. Once again, this is the exact same area that we were talking about earlier between Selmer, Bethel Springs, just a little bit farther to the north. We've got another big tornado coming together here between 40 Forks and Beauty Hill. got to take shelter out here. If we are in Leapwood, Enville, Milledgeville, Morris Chapel, again, Lebanon, Hinkle, Sardy, Liberty, Lick, Skillet, Pleasant Hill, and Haney, all the way up towards Decaturville. Sardis, okay. I got you. Sardis is in the path there. This is a nasty storm, y'all. It's got that big tornado on it, and then it's also got a very significant hail core. 2.5-inch hail coming up into the greater Chester, Decatur, Hardin, Henderson, and McNairy County areas. I think it's time to consider getting a new radar site down here near Savannah or Bethel Springs or somewhere around this part of Tennessee. You always end up needing it. Parsons, Decaturville, you guys are in the path there. Henderson, do we have City of Henderson Fire Department? Okay, yeah, well, this is a live view of the fire department here. So what we're looking at is the rain that's fallen there is from the updraft. So the tornado is responsible for the moisture that's gotten up way up in the cloud that is now falling down as rain down here in Henderson Fire Department. And also we're looking down into the forward flank. So we're looking through a ton of hail and rain. We're not going to be able to see the tornado from this angle, but we're just literally going to see the power of the storm as it gets closer to Henderson. Enville, you guys are in the path as well. Holy smokes. The one back here near Salisbury is looking more intense. Gosh, dude, are you kidding me? It's a nightmare, y'all. This is an absolute nightmare. Here's a picture from Senatobia. Senatobia, Mississippi, Waverly Circle. Thank you, Will, for sending that. Unfortunately, significant damage out here. Who knows how many people are homeless right now? Who knows how many people we've lost? Just an unbelievably terrible situation going on right now. We've got another potentially big tornado forming right over Salisbury. Salisbury, Rogers Springs, Middleton, all these places in Fayette and Hardeman counties in Tennessee. We've got to get these people underground into their safe spots, lowest floor, interior room, as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. So Bryce Shelton is in the general vicinity of this tornado. Notice all the leaves on the road here. We've got debris here, likely from the general strong winds that came through with the forward flank. Also, potentially tornado debris carried through the storm. Just interesting to point out there that Bryce is really close to the Salisbury tornado here. We're seeing debris on the road. Let's see. The PBS tornado warning is continuing.
Hey, this is Bryce. We are just south of the Grand Junction on Highway 18 where that most recent circulation just passed through. We have quite a bit of tree debris where it just came through here on the roadway. Completely blocked.
Okay, yeah, so he's completely blocked blocked off. He got an update on his location, so he's trying to get through into Grand Junction, and he can't. He's blocked. So that's what's going on there with Bryce Shelton. So that's, you know, that's definitely the tornado damage that we're seeing there. Now, I don't know if that's from this one, right, or the other one. We've had 2 tornadoes go through here, essentially. Could come from either one, to be honest with you. But yeah, Salisbury, Rogers Springs, all the way up towards Middleton. Stay in your safe spots. Unfortunately, we've got another really unfortunate situation setting up for our friends in Enville and Milledgeville. This looks like our tornado over here. We can probably let's put Bryson one for a minute. Let's once again our friends in Enville and Morris Chapel. Really beefy looking velocity couplet setting up here. Potentially another big tornado coming together here between Finger and Purdy. PDS tornado warning continues for an hour. So we've got to stay in our safe spots in Enville, Sardis, Liberty, Saltillo, Cedar Grove, all the way over to Mount Carmel and Decaturville for the next hour. Here's a photo of the giant tornado as it approached the Selmer area earlier. This was somebody that was watching our stream. This is a screen cap from their phone, and I can't tell what we're looking at here. I know we've got a big tornado. I don't know what this is, but you know, just another terrifying view of the kinds of tornadoes that we're seeing tonight. Just to, you know, hopefully make people take this seriously. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, just the latest on the storm that's approaching the southern Memphis metro on a track towards Forest Hills, Brentwood, and those areas on the southeast side of the metro. I'm watching the TBNA terminal radar here, which gives me minute-by-minute update, and I don't see a velocity couplet on this. Imagining National Weather Service, Nashville here, is going through a tough decision on how to warn this storm in these very populated areas. I would trend toward a severe thunderstorm warning with tornado possible tag right now. I don't think I would issue a tornado warning for this storm, just looking at it from the terminal radar. So we're seeing somewhat lower in the storm and with frequent updates. I think we're going to see that first. But I wouldn't be surprised if parts of the Nashville metro do get a tornado warning, just as a precautionary measure. So be ready for that.
All right, thank you, Andy. We do have, once again, we're pretty confident also that we have a tornado on the ground here between Finger and Enville. So I just want to remind everybody once again, Enville, Leapwood, Mount Zion, Milledgeville, tornado on the ground, big time doing damage. Take shelter immediately. Nashville, check it out, you guys over here. We're obviously, Andy, we're talking about this, we're watching this, but how's this going to impact you? But in the now, there is also another just generally severe thunderstorm going through Goodlettsville, Hendersonville, Shackle Island, up towards Gallatin. This is bringing about quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So that's a thing of its own. We're going to get a little bit of a break, and then we have to deal with this. These storms are going to be coming up into the Nashville area. We don't know how they're going to behave once they get there. We don't know how they're going to interact with the environment. We'll walk you through this step by step as we nowcast it. We're not going to sit here and try to forecast it as we go forward. So that's what's going on with all those warnings in Tennessee. Now, we continue to have a couple of warnings in Ohio. Here's your warning in Gallia County, Ohio. That's going to be allowed to expire in about 10 minutes. The rotation is less than what it was earlier. There's a little bit more rotation with the storm down here coming into Lawrence in Greenup County, Kentucky, and then coming into Lawrence County, Ohio. So we might see this one stick around, but at least for 12 minutes, we're gonna have this one continue. Take shelter if you're up there in Greenup County, Kentucky, Gallia County, Ohio, Lawrence County, Ohio. Back down to Kentucky. 12 minutes left on this warning east of Berea. By the way, the biggest part of the storm is now past Berea. We had a loud storm come through. Winds are still probably blowing pretty hard, but give it another 5-10 minutes and you should be all right in Maria. Now we're concerned about Winston, Sand Gap, Irvine, over towards Willow Shoals. You're under a tornado warning. Take shelter now. So that's what's going on up there. So yeah, we're just really, all eyes are on this storm, and we're waiting on what the National Weather Service is planning on doing here, as they will likely issue a tornado warning for Nashville, at least for Bellevue here soon. Maybe, like Andy said though, maybe a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag. We'll see. Once again, tornado likely ongoing down here between Leekwood and Milledgeville. Please take shelter if you haven't yet, all the way up there towards Decaturville. All right, if you're just now tuning in, we are approaching our 15th consecutive hour of live streaming here. We've been going for, once again, 15 hours. We are going to continue to track these storms for a while. At some point though, we are human. We're going to have to take a break, and because we do have to come back. This is not over tonight. This is going to keep going, and we've got an enhanced risk of severe weather tomorrow. Okay, we'll be here for that. We've got a tornado threat that's going to impact lots more people in Arkansas, back into southwestern portions of Tennessee again. And then that's not it. We're also going to be back again on Friday. Enhanced risk right over Arkansas. Another rare day 3, 10%. I'm sorry, that's day 2, 10% hatched. But we've got a day 3 enhanced risk down here in Louisiana and Arkansas. More severe weather up into the Ohio River Valley. Guys, I'm not kidding. That's not it. Saturday, we will likely be back again as more severe weather is on the table, and potentially even Sunday. Unprecedented back-to-back major severe weather events. You don't see stuff like this over here in the south central U.S. very often, I'm telling you that. Hopefully we don't see it again for a very long time. Milledgeville, hunker down. Hopefully you're in your safe spot. Potential tornado coming in within minutes. There you go. We got our tornado warning for Nashville. Now the town of Nashville is under a tornado warning here at 2:35 a.m. Central. Cheatham, Davidson, and Williamson counties in Tennessee now under a tornado warning. Take shelter. We've got, who knows how many people under this warning. About 1 million people are under a tornado warning here with this one warning. Fairview, Kingston Springs, Brentwood, Franklin, Oak Hill, and all of Nashville now under a tornado warning. Yep, we're going to start seeing a lot of comments here in the chat. The sirens are going off in Nashville. Good morning. You are under a tornado warning here in Nashville. We do have an area of rotation over here in Fernvale. This storm that's coming into Nashville has caused devastation tonight. All right, is it going to do so in Nashville? We're hoping not. Right, it's losing a little bit of steam. Well, let's hope that continues to be the case. But we're wary about it because we know it's history. We know what this storm is capable of. So especially as this part right here approaches Brentwood, Forest Hills, and areas south of downtown Nashville specifically, we are very concerned about the very real potential that this is going to drop another tornado. I mean, because it's a supercell and it's discrete. and it's April 3rd. And this is what happens when it's April 3rd and you've got a supercell and it's discrete, you know what I'm saying? So take shelter in Brentwood, Point Franklin, Brentwood, all the way up into the BNA Nashville International Airport area. By the way, don't want to leave our PDS tornado warning for too long. We still believe there's a tornado here between Milledgeville and Enville. Hopefully everybody in Milledgeville's in their safe spots. Minutes now, if that tornado's down, minutes before it gets into Milledgeville. So once again, we got a lot of people tuning in from Nashville. I want to go over the situation with you here. Nashville's under a tornado warning. In the immediate future, we're mostly concerned about this part right here: Bellevue, Forest Hills, Brentwood. Okay, all of Nashville's under the tornado warning though. And here are some places that are in the path: the Three Creeks Campground,
A new tornado warning.
Backcountry Campsite 1, Four Corners RV Resort, Nashville RV Resort and Cabins, the Alex Green School, the Battleground Academy, the Brentwood High School, the Centennial High School, Coldwater School, Croft School. All these schools are in the path. So and that's in the path of the rotation there. Also, Century Rehabilitation Center, Kemp Orthodontics, Sloan Dental, the Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. All these large medical centers are in path. Also, the AMC Antioch 8 is in the path. So we got a lot of venues and stuff. Just trying to give you an idea of what's mostly in the path here on the south side of Nashville. If that rotation comes through, still got a hook, still got a supercell. Still got a tornado warning that will last at least for the next 19 minutes out here in Davidson and Williamson counties in Tennessee. Getting more imagery in from Selma. Complete destruction of some structures over here in Selma. Looks like high-end tornado damage, certainly in Selma. Very bad damage in Selma, y'all. It's not everything we're hearing is bad. Sorry, I'm just going through some of this. I mean, there's so many pictures and videos that we've been getting in. It's going to take a while to sift through all of them. I'll try to come up with if we have time. I don't know when I'm going to do anything, to be honest with you, over the next week. I don't know when I'm going to be able to do anything other than sleep and do this. It's what it looks like right now. But if I have time, I'll try to put together an event summary review thing in the morning and compile some of the photos that you guys have sent me of some of this just incredible damage out here. Apparently we had a lot of people watching from Selma. I've seen lots of first-hand videos from folks in Selmer who are watching this stream, and they've sent us stuff on Twitter. If you're just now tuning in, we do have sirens going off in Nashville, right? Tornado warning for all of Nashville. Rotation down here in the storm is still there. All right, so we can't start breathing a sigh of relief just yet. It's still here. It's still capable of producing a tornado near Natchez Hill Estate, moving up towards Picken Acres, Williamson Estates, and Brentwood, south of the downtown Nashville. But even in downtown Nashville, we are under a tornado warning, so we need to be in our tornado safe spots for the next 18 minutes at least. Selmer, by the way, we've been talking a lot about Selmer. It should be noted that Selmer is still under a tornado warning, and we know that we've got, search and rescue going on out there. We've seen all the damage. We've seen, you see all those people walking around with flashlights. These people might not be watching now, right? These people might not be listening. They might not know what's coming. In fact, Selmer, the storms have been so close by all night. The fact that there's lightning and distant thunder and even close by thunder probably is just, they're numb to it at this point. So there are some people in Selmer that might not know that another storm's coming in. So once again, if there are a couple people who are listening in Selmer right now, help us spread the word to whoever might be out there. It's probably worth taking a little bit of a break, protecting yourselves, just in case. Like the odds of another tornado coming exactly through the same area are low, right? But here we are. But we've got the thing coming together here as it approaches Selmer. What we don't want is for a bunch of people needing rescue, right? And then all the rescuers come, and now those people need rescue. Now we're really in a bad spot, right? So you are under a tornado warning in Selmer. I would abandon most of the relief or the rescue missions, and I would take shelter just so we know for sure that we can get those people in there to actually help people once this is clear. Porter's Creek, that's where the rotation is now, and it does look like it's come together significantly here. No tornado warnings in Ohio, West Virginia, or Kentucky right now, by the way. I want you guys to know that I'm not ignoring tornado warnings up here. We are quieting down a little bit with our storms up here. Actually, I'm surprised they don't have a severe thunderstorm warning for Jackson County, Wolfe County here. Yeah, it looks like it's, oh, there we go. All right, never mind, there it is. Big time severe thunderstorm warning issued for Bath, Estill, Elliott, Jackson, Lee, Menifee, Montgomery, Morgan, Owsley, Powell, Rockcastle, Rowan, and Wolfe counties. Strong winds, maybe up to 60 miles per hour, going to be possible over the next little bit. And yeah, that's coming into Moorhead first, then West Liberty, then Campton, and
A new
Boonville.
tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning in West Virginia. This is also for portions of Ohio. Biggest town in the path here is going to be Wheeling. Do we have anybody watching from Wheeling, West Virginia right now at 3:46 a.m. EDT? Really? Wow. Okay. Well, there's a tornado warning. You need to get to shelter. Now, this is a real tornado warning. We got to take it seriously, but this is not the same deal that we're dealing with down there in Tennessee. I hate saying that. All tornado warnings should be treated equally, and we should respect them, and we should respect the polygon and stuff. But I know that if you're let's say you're kind of groggy, you hear the sirens going off in the background, you tune in here and you hear me sitting here talking about how a town's been devastated. We've got leveled buildings, we got people missing, and stuff like that. And then I'm like, oh yeah, also there's also a tornado warning for Wheeling, West Virginia. I feel like it's important for me to communicate the difference. All right, it's a dangerous storm that's coming into Wheeling, and it could be a bad deal for Wheeling and your specific neighborhood. But it's not the same thing that we're talking about down there in Tennessee. Okay, take shelter, get into that most interior hallway or lowest floor interior room, no glass. Stay there for 26 minutes and you should be fine. Yeah, just there's some more imagery coming in from Selmer, and everything that we look at just continues to look worse. So major devastation in Selmer, Tennessee. By the way, if you want to share things with me, news clips, photos, videos, stuff like that, best way to do that is going to be over there on Twitter, at Ryan Hall Y'all. You can also try Facebook. My handle on Facebook is Ryan Hall Y'all. And you can try email, pics@ryanhallyall.com. Let's go back to Nashville. Storm's moving into southwest Nashville now. Let's load up the y'all back there. I know we're probably all ready to go to sleep, but let's load up the camera slots here with Nashville cameras. We got hundreds of traffic cameras around Nashville. I just want to show the storm as it comes through. Just start around there and work your way around. We're specifically interested in the ones between Brentwood and Oak Hill and Berry Hill. And then maybe one right there smack dab in the middle. Which you've already got that one. The Nashville IPS, we can leave that one up. So if you're just now tuning in from Nashville, you got the tornado sirens going off. We got a tornado warning for Nashville for the next, at least for the next 8 minutes. There's probably a good chance they'll continue it, but they probably will do a new polygon more focused on this area, which that will still include Nashville, Berry Hill, Castlegate Estates, and Oak Hill. But I do think that the threat, at least the immediate threat from this cell, has passed you in Kingston Springs, but there's another one coming. This is the thing that's unfortunate about what's happening out here in Nashville. There's several storms coming. Dixon, Tennessee, you guys are... Yeah, you're going to have more storms tonight. It's too early. I can't say how intense they'll be, if we'll have more tornado warnings or not in Dixon. It's going to be a long night of storms, though. Go ahead, Andy.
Right, just taking a look at this tornado warning in Mississippi primarily now. For the Ashland area over to Walnut. I think this one poses the lowest threat imminently of our tornado warning storms. The reason for that is it's identifiable from the Memphis radar that it's behind that boundary that extends out in front of it, that faint line. So this has a lot of catching up to do in order to reach that warm moisture at the surface, in order to actually produce a tornado here in Midland County, Mississippi. So watching that one, but I think that is our lowest chance to produce a tornado of all the storms, and I think that we should just heed it as a precautionary tornado warning. Good good opportunity to practice getting in your safe spot, etc. If you haven't already done so 4 or 5 times today in these areas.
Thank you, Andy. Also, anybody on the team who wants to go to sleep, you're good to go. We can't expect everybody to stay up all night. I don't even know who's in the back room now. But if you want to go, you're good to go. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, Ryan, sorry, I forgot to brief you on the y'all watch that I have well, I should have had one, but I thought I issued one, but it's the one back behind the Nashville warning. You can see the hook shape on that one. I think it's also maybe struggling with that rear flank gust from in front of it, but it definitely has something, the geometry of the storm is definitely worth watching here as it approaches the Wrigley, Tennessee area. I do have a watch on that, I'm just using it. So that is going to pass behind the tornado warning storm, which I think will make conditions locally worse for its ability to produce a tornado, and thus a little bit lower. I wouldn't be surprised with a warning that includes Fairview, Tennessee, once again. That lead cell has already passed you. You're still in that warning until it gets updated here, but there's a chance you receive a new one, so you gotta watch out once again.
All right, thank you, Andy. They just issued a new warning in Tennessee that expands past Nashville now. So this now goes out towards Hendersonville, Gallatin, Lebanon, and Gladeville. Very strong storm coming into, once again, really it's a small area where the actual rotating part of the storm is. The warning box is actually really big. But Brentwood, Forest Hills, this is where that rotation is. It's coming up into the B&A Nashville International Airport area. It's going to go up towards Mount Juliet, LaGuardo, and Martha. You guys are all in path here. Additionally, we've got Wrigley, Bon Aqua Junction, Prim Springs. Back here behind that, there's another area that we're watching. It's a really dangerous storm coming up towards Fairview and Ferndale. Another one coming up towards Mount Juliet and Galena City. Downtown Nashville, I think what we're going to be experiencing up here is going to be potentially some big hail and some very strong winds. It's going to be a loud storm, golf ball size hail potentially coming into town here. But I'm most concerned about the tornadic circulations between Brentwood, Oak Hill, the Nashville International Airport, Donaldson, Clover Hill, up towards TriStar Summit Medical Center, Hermitage Hills, and Monticello. Selmer tornado earlier. Selmer tornado, I don't even know how long ago that was now, but this is a view of that, and then some of the damage. This is that house. Yep. But you see this house, and then you see how there's nothing right here. That was that house right here, completely gone in Selmer, reduced to the concrete slab. Go ahead, Andy.
That's right. Watching these two Nashville-bound storms from the terminal radar, see an area of concern near Brentwood is actually ramping up here in the lowest levels. I believe that could lead to a tornado in our tornado warning here. I get minute-by-minute scans from the terminal radar here, so I'm watching them closely, but it would be west of Brentwood, where that's taking shape. In addition, I think that back near Wrigley, this one also looks pretty pertinent, so I've upped the confidence on maybe receiving a warning there. That would head into the Fairview area once again in Tennessee behind the storm. So still thinking that there's a chance for a tornado to occur here, hopefully along right around Brentwood, Tennessee, and maybe a warning back behind it thereafter. So be wary of both of those things, and I'll keep you updated on the Brentwood area of concern.
All right, thank you, Andy. We are concerned about you back here south of Long Island Junction, Grove. I see a new tornado warning there soon. We got a continuing tornado warning in Nashville, and things are coming together here in Brentwood. We might have a tornado actually trying to come together here between Brookview Estates, Oak Hill, and Castlegate Estates. Get ready in Clearview and Belinda City as well. We currently have, let's see here, one PDS tornado warning. This PDS tornado warning has 15 minutes left on it. And we do believe that, there's still a tornado here, maybe coming up towards Montgomery, Bath Springs, and Mount Carmel. So hopefully everybody out there is in their safe spots. But the rest of our tornado warnings at this moment are radar indicated, including the one back here towards Walnut, Mississippi, including the one in downtown Nashville, and including the one in between there in Hardeman and McNairy counties in Tennessee. So we're hoping for the best with that PDS warning back there. We're hoping that that dies down a little bit. Just to reiterate that none of these other warnings right now have any confirmed tornadoes being down. Does that mean that there won't be? No. I'm out in Moorhead, Kentucky. Moorhead is under a severe thunderstorm warning, and Andy does have a yaw watch out here in Kentucky. It's south of Moorhead, more towards a little bit farther to the south near Slade. We've got a very low chance of some QLCS tornado action here near Clifty Wilderness over towards Hazel Green. These storms are getting close to the weather house, by the way. I'm broadcasting eastern Kentucky. Looks like the line's slowing down again, though, so it might be a while before it gets here. Oh, Dalton, you're still here. What the heck? No, every time somebody talks in my ear, it's I'm surprised. Getting a little delirious. If you're just now tuning in, we have been streaming now for over 15 hours. It's 4 a.m. 4 a.m. local. So that means, I don't know about you, Andy. I don't know about you, anybody else, but I've been up for now 20 hours. So we're definitely getting a little bit tired. We're going to have to take a break here soon. I do think that it won't be long before you see me again, and we're going to be back here very soon, because we're going to be having to do this all again tomorrow, I believe, for a similar area, as we have a robust tornado threat. Nashville, it's probably pretty loud out there. This is what it looks like in downtown. Big time wind coming over I-65 there. I would say probably on the more northern side of town we'd see larger hail. The windier stuff is happening on the south side of town. That's also where we've got the bigger tornado threat. But it's not huge, okay? The actual rotating part of the storm is now about to go over the airport. This is a live look from Berry Hill right now, south side of Nashville. Dangerous storm. Get indoors, away from windows, get in that safe spot. Downtown Nashville, you've got probably a good 15, 20 more minutes of this. And unfortunately, it's not going to be over after that. I wish I could say that I want to do the y'all clear for Nashville, but I can't. Because this will come up into Nashville next. And then it's very likely that this will come in next. The front is almost completely stalled down here. At the Weather House. It's 7 a.m. We're going to have some pretty decent storms, maybe working through my neck of the woods here in the morning. And then I'm sorry, not 7 a.m. I'm so sorry. It's 6 p.m. tomorrow. I'm getting a little bit too tired. But yeah, this is future radar view here. So this is what we can expect for the rest of the night. That line's going to kind of stall out over portions of eastern Kentucky down into central Tennessee. And remember how I said that the lines are literally going to go backwards. That's what's happening here. And then we're going to get another round of storms tomorrow. Latest HRRR does show a robust severe storm threat with maybe its own tornado potential up here, literally right on top of the Weather House. So I don't know how that's going to go. That'll be interesting. 6-7 p.m. tomorrow, and then of course we'll be live covering these supercells as well. That'll turn into a robust tornado threat, maybe again around Memphis, and then things continue to be wild here as we go into April 4th. My gosh, look at this, y'all. Absolutely nuts. When to stop, I don't know, but we've got a carousel, merry-go-round of non-stop severe weather action, at least through the next 4 or 5 days. All right, the PDS tornado warning is over. We now have a couple of radar-indicated tornado warnings. Don't want to downplay anything. Things are going to be nuts tonight, and we're going to continue to have severe weather. And in fact, hello, Texas. Now we've got big storms popping up in Texas. We've got a considerable severe thunderstorm warning now for Young County, Texas. Huge hail is going to be possible with these tonight. Gosh, man, these are monsters over here west of the DFW region. Y'all, I wish that we could just be here 24/7. I don't want to miss any of these storms. Like, we've got a good opportunity here to cover these, and I want to be here with the people of Wichita Falls and Dallas. But if I don't go to sleep now, if Andy doesn't go to sleep now, who knows what we're going to miss tomorrow during the peak event of tomorrow's tornado situation. So things are calming down a little bit, but they are going to continue to get. They're going to continue to be bad, all right? We're going to continue to have tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, so we don't want you to let your guard down. In the slightest, okay? So we're going to call it a night, and make sure you have a way of getting warnings. We're going to take a quick break here, when we'll be back again, who knows for how long tomorrow, but subscribe, turn notifications on, and please consider donating to the Y'all Squad, theyallsquad.org. We're going to be working on what we're planning on doing with our relief efforts. I don't even know where we're going to start, but we're going to be making a presence in all these towns in Mississippi and Tennessee that have been hit. We've raised something like $40,000 today so far, just from a couple of shout outs. I think this last one, if everybody that's watching right now went and donated $1, $2, however much you can do, I think we could very easily surpass $50,000, maybe even $60,000, and make a good dent in the situation down there. Okay, so remember, y'allsquad.org. It's our nonprofit organization. Go donate to that if you want to help out some of these places that have been hit so hard by storms today. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.